a little unusual. It's the story of a woman who's led an extraordinary life. She was born into royalty and now makes her living teaching students Hindi in the US. It's a story of transitions through 3 different cultures. It's a story of extreme loss and coping. But most of all, it's the story of aging with incredible spirit. Mehrunissa Khan was born a princess, the daughter of the last ruling Nawab of Rampur, Nawab Raza Ali Khan. She grew up in great wealth and privilege. Her family had several palaces, including one modelled on Versailles. They owned over 200 cars, including a fleet of Rolls-Royces. They gave legendary dinner parties filled with music and poetry, where over 100 dishes were served at each meal, and where the guests included, among others, Pandit Nehru, Sardar Patel, Begum Akhtar, and film star Nargis. I'd heard about Mehrunissa Khan and I'd read her book, An Extraordinary Life. Somehow I managed to track her down on her last visit to India. What struck me most was her incredible zest for life and more than a little gumption. She's 75 now, but she has a spirit that's at least 4 decades younger. My intent on this show is find somebody who's lived an interesting life and mine all the gold that their life has to give for us. What prompted the writing of this book?
I always wanted to talk about my life to inspire other women that if you have a goal and if you want to do something, you can really do it, no matter what it is.
And you seem to have faced every possible kind of adversity. But I want to rewind back to your childhood, which was spent in unimaginable wealth and luxury. What do you remember of those days?
There were several palaces. I know that the summer palace was Khasbagh. And then we had the winter palace, which was in the fort. And all we children, we moved. We had a place in the fort which was called the nursery. And again, our designated rooms and our nannies. Our minds were really computerized. We were woken up at a certain time. We were told we had to go to the shooting range. Then you came back, you had breakfast, or maybe after that you went riding.
Did you miss that life?
Not one bit.
And what is life like now?
Life now is wonderful. I can get into my jeans in America, drive my second-hand car, go where I please. There's no identity. I do not like any kind of identity. I did not even like the publisher putting princess on that book. I fought it.
Is life hard in America financially?
Life for me is very difficult. I lead a very, very modest life. My late husband, bought this house, and there was a small mortgage on it. I have borrowed against the house to be able to live. I have a big mortgage now. I do not have a very steady income. My credit rating is pretty bad because sometimes I don't pay my bills.